Master's Travels. So, we're going to make a nice simple dinner. We're going to make it on the smoker. We got corn, we got a spiral ham, we got some baby red potatoes. Now, I don't know about you, but on my smoker, I don't like cleaning it. A lot of people will take their meats and will take their food and they'll put it directly on the grill. Bad part about that is everything drips on there. You gotta clean it every once in a while. I don't like cleaning mine. It's a pain in the butt. So, I put everything on a cookie sheet. However, I don't like cleaning these either. So, we're going to line it with foil. So we're going to put some foil on here. So as everything drips down, you don't have to worry about it. And I use one of the larger sheets. I'll show you why here in just a minute. Even though we're only going to make a small meal, I don't want to use one of the itty bitty sheets, but I don't need one of the huge baker sheets either. Now you might be saying, well, that's kind of stupid. You put everything on a cookie sheet, you're only going to get the smoke and the heat to one side, which would be true if you take everything, set it here. It's not going to be able to get a lot of the heat underneath. You're not going to get a lot of the smoke flavor, and anything that drips, you might get it all mushy, which is why I use a raised rack. Now this is why I like this size cookie sheet. This fits perfect on it. And this rack, if you do a search on Amazon, it comes up as a Green Mountain Grill raised rack. Fits perfect. Allows for you to have it raised. Allows for plenty of room for the heat, the smoke to get around, everything to drip. No cleanup. So, what we're going to do, we're going to put our ham on here. So let's get this out. Now, for just a couple people, one of these small spiral ones works great. This is a pre-cooked ham. I suggest these because it's really easy. You can take it out of here and just eat it cold, put it on a sandwich if you want. But with it being pre-cooked, all you really need to do is heat it up to temperature, get that smoked flavor in it. Tastes phenomenal. So let's open her up. This is one of those foods where, quite frankly, don't buy the cheapest crap that you can find. Okay, we did get this at Walmart. However, if you're going to find the cheapest one you absolutely can, you're probably not going to be happy with it. Get the spiral one. And it comes, as you can see in the purple wrapper, these are great. Now, little word of advice. You take that wrapper off, works great. Before you take this wrapper off, it's going to be a little bit juicy. As my wife would say, you want to cut that over the sink so you don't get it all over the place? She's right. So, we're just going to snip it just a little bit and open it up. We're going to do it over the sink so that we don't make a mess. Because it will. Now, another word of advice, because this is cut as a spiral. Some of these are cut better than others, and as you open it up, it may fall apart. So be ready for this to come out in more than one piece. And as I said, this is already pre-cooked, so you can eat it just like this. Those are good. So you're going to want to put this on your raised rack right in the middle. What we're going to do is we're going to fill everything up. So we want to get this ready to smoke. What I like to do, Open it up a little bit. Get some of these layers. It's a little bit open. Now, what I like doing before I put it on the smoker, and a friend of mine showed me this trick to give it a little bit of a tangy, a little bit of a zip flavor. Actually coat it with mustard first. And I know some of you are going, oh my God, mustard? Yes, mustard. Put a little bit of mustard on here. I thought the same thing too. Who the hell coats their meat with mustard before they put it in the smoker? And you know what? Now that I've had it, I do it quite a bit. So, I'm going to turn the water on here because I'm going to wash my hand as soon as it gets done. But, work the mustard in. Get it all over. Give it a good rub down. Get all that off of the hand. Okay. Now that we got the mustard rub on there, we are going to put our brown sugar glaze. Now, a lot of the times, the glaze pack that comes with it, the brown sugar is decent. However, where theirs comes, it doesn't taste all that great, is their instructions will call for water. I don't make it with water. I think that's where their glaze takes a left turn. Make it with honey. For their pack, you want to put in, and this is a technical measuring term, roughly about yo. About yo. Kind of looks good. You're going to mix it up to the consistency of runny peanut butter. Or if you have little kids, baby shed. But just don't use water. That's where it doesn't taste all that great when it's done. Not compared to a honey rub. And this will take a minute for it to really get it done. It's going to get a little thick, but it's going to be a runny peanut butter. There we go. Yep. Okay, and once again, turn your water on. We're going to be washing the hand here in a minute. You're just going to want to scoop it out, rub it all over the meat, get it down inside of the crack, and you don't want it too runny. If you do end up getting it too runny, before you even get it on the smoker, all it's going to do is run down and into your drip tray, and you're just going to have ham. Still going to taste good, but it's not going to be as good. And our smoker's outside. It is heating up right now. We're going to get it up to 225. For this size, it's going to take about 2 hours to heat up. And we're going to take it up to around 140 degrees internal temp. If you've got one of the big hams, the big family size that's going to feed 8, 10, 12 people, it's still going to get up to around 140 degrees for your internal temp, but it's going to take you 5.5, maybe 6 hours to get it there. So if you're planning on cooking that for a larger group, adjust your times. You're going to want to start that one a little bit earlier in the afternoon for an evening dinner. Alright, now that we got that on there nice and caked, get the hands a little bit clean here. Okay. That smells so good right now. But it's going to smell even better when it's hot. So what we're going to take, here's our corn. It's going to fit right on the side. But one of the good ones that works good for corn, butter pan. Just give it a light spray. Okay, and we will season these when it's on here and we get it all. Take your taters. This is going to depend on how many people you got eating. I'm going to take these out, and we've already washed them just right in the bag. It's easiest to leave them in there, run them under your water, wash all the dirt and everything off of them. And just take them, run them up around in here, anywhere you want. On here where there's room. This size bag, you can probably get away with feeding 2, maybe 3 people, 4, depending on how much you guys want to eat. If you're going to do 4 people with corn, you might need one of the bottom racks to put things on as well. One that only goes up about 1/2 inch. That's a good spot for your potatoes as well. If you're going to do that way, put your potatoes around the outer edge, because as this is heating up, the honey and the brown sugar is going to drip right below where this meat is. So if you put all your potatoes right below it, unless you like really honey potatoes, that's where everything's going to be. So if you're going to use a double rack, put everything on the outer edges of it. And if you really love potatoes, especially raw ones, this is the best time to sneak a bite. And I love raw potatoes. So now that you got everything on here, take your pan, just give everything a nice little douse. We're going to get some of our Wagon Master's Select seasoning. We're just going to give a little dusting of it, not a whole lot. Get all around the corners. Nothing's worse than having seasoning on one side and not on the other. There you go. So now you got everything ready for a meal. We can take the entire thing. We're going to go out, put it on the smoker, and in roughly about 2 hours, it's going to be ready. Now with all smokers though, there's going to be a hot spot, there's going to be a cooler spot. So get to know your smoker very well. With ours, it's this back corner that's going to be hot. So if I was going to be running something 4, 5, 6 hours, I'm going to have it in there for a little while, and then about halfway through, I'm probably going to have to rotate it around. Otherwise, this back corner might get burnt. This front corner is going to look like it's not done. So keep that in mind when you are smoking things. So let's go put this on the smoker, get it cooked, so we can have a good dinner tonight. time to give it a little bit of a spritzer. What I've found works great is some apple vinegar. And what works really good with this is one of the 32-ounce bottles. Just get a nice squirt bottle head, and it fits perfectly on the bottle. Works really easy for it. Oh, this is looking really good. Gonna be done here anytime. We're gonna be eating good tonight. So here we are. We have dinners done, ready to go. Our smoked corn. We can put our butter on there and get it ready to go. One that I like doing as well is putting mayonnaise on my corn.
You want butter too? I don't want butter.
Okay, we got our butter and mayonnaise on the corn. We can get our taters and nice and crunchy on the outside, squishy on the inside.
Tito, shh.
And the whining that you hear is from a little teeny chihuahua. We are babysitting our grand fid. And a good way to test your tater, see if it's done, take a knife, you can just put it on there, push down, see if it squishes, and they are done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a knife here really quick. And I'm just going to squish my taters. Would you like to squish a tater?
No thanks.
Okay.
I'm good. I'll have rolling ones.
She wants a rolling tater. Butter?
Oh, I have to get another one.
Okay, you're going to put lots of butter on here. I like lots of butter on mine.
Tito, shh.
Okay. And here's our nice smoked ham. Let's just slice a whole bunch of these, right?
Oh, yummy. Mm-hmm. I like that. There's no bone in there.
No bone in it. It's still juicy too.
Yeah, it is. It is. You know what? I think I'm gonna switch it.
Oh, sure. Now you squish it. So there it is, your complete smoked dinner, smoked ham, smoked chicken, smoked taters, little prep. Got to go do the touristy thing. Nice and easy. Hope you all enjoy it. Perhaps at one of the physical rallies, we're going to have to do this so it's not virtual and you guys get to see what we get to enjoy. And you guys don't. You just get to see it. So, thanks for watching. We'll catch you at our next dinner. We'll catch you at the next part of the virtual rally stuff. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you very much. Please support us by liking us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as we continue making smiles into memories.